Welcome again, everyone, to my channel. We are discussing the relationship scam. It's a series, and then first, I want to highlight and describe the categories of African men and women in the relationship scam scheme, and then after that, we'll go on to the roles the African tradition play in the relationship scam, the roles African parents play in the relationship scam, and why they do relationship scam. And maybe if we have an idea of all these things, we will we as women all across the world will protect ourselves more and be more careful before we go into these relationships. Okay, and then we can know the signs, the things to look out for, and then protect ourselves from falling into this scam. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the third category of men and women in the relationship scam scheme. That's what we're talking about today. So, the third category of women are the women who initially didn't know, didn't plan that their husbands should go to the West and start a family. It was not in the plan. They didn't know initially. But along the line, they got to know, they found out, they fought, okay? They fought with their men. Oh, you betrayed me, you went to start another family. And then after some time, they give in because honestly, these women cannot win. Okay? I'll get into the reason why they cannot win later. But now let me explain that category to you. So these women, they got married in Africa, back in Africa. They're married to their husbands. The family is doing fine. And then the man decides, okay, I want to go find a greener pasture somewhere else in the West. And so these men go over to the West. And then when they get there, they start a new family. Most of the time, 99.9% of the time, is because they want to acquire the citizenship of the country they're in. And so they marry, they start another family there. And both women do not know that either of them exists. The one married in the West does not know that there's a family in Africa. The one Africa does not know initially that my husband has now started a new family in the West. Okay? But after a few years, probably somebody told the wife in Africa, or somehow she found out that her husband now started a family. And these women are broken. They're angry, they're mad, they're broken, they feel cheated, they're hurt that, oh, my husband, after everything this man has started and all that. And then this is where the men now come in. When the men now find out that the wife in Africa now knows that he has started another family in the West, the men now tell the woman, the thing is, it's not like this. I did it because I want to get citizenship, so that when I get my citizenship, I'll come and take you from Africa. They don't have such plan, actually. It's a lie. So that I can come and take you from Africa and all of that. And I'm going to leave the woman. I promise I'm going to leave her. After I've gotten my citizenship, I will leave her. Okay, that's what the man tells the woman in Africa. And then the woman in Africa too, the man's family back in Africa, the man's parents are there on the side doing their own part, trying to appease the woman. Don't worry, our son will come and get you. He just did it so that he can do this thing. Now the family in Africa are doing their own part, making sure that the woman is no longer angry, is no longer is understanding why the husband has taken such decision. Okay, so now she finds out, and then she gives in, because the truth is, like I said, these women cannot win. I tell you, in Africa, women do not win. Women do not get to win anything. It is going to be the woman up against the man and the man's family. African women do not win. They do not win at all. Please bear that in mind. I am not giving this up as an excuse to these women, but it's the reality. As an African woman, you cannot win against African men. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story, like I shared on my TikTok channel. I'm going to tell you a story about a friend. This is somebody that I know, happened to somebody that I know. Somebody that when I heard the story, I was praying for her, and I still pray for her each time I remember her. So this woman, the husband left Nigeria about 20 years ago to seek greener pasture. Yeah, I think about 20 years. So the man left this friend of mine in Nigeria and then came to UK to start a family. He would go home, impregnate the woman, tell her, I'm going to come take you. I'm still working on my papers and all that. You'd go in and out like that, out of Nigeria. Along the line, the woman found out that my husband has started another family in the UK. She was hurt, like every normal woman will be. She was hurt, but like I said, she gave in. But thankfully enough, this period when UK starts to recruit nurses and doctors from all over the world, this lady is a registered nurse. So she did her exam. She passed her exam, thankfully, and then she started a process to relocate to the UK. I do not know how the husband felt about the fact that my wife is coming. When he found out that my wife wrote an exam, passed the exam, is not coming to the UK, I do not know that part. But the woman was lucky enough. She got employed in the UK. So she started a process. Okay? So now, this is the part of the story that I do not like. Like I said on my TikTok, I do not like that part. And that's what I'm getting into. This woman, when he arrived in the UK, arrived into that man's family. Like she could have arrived anywhere else. But she arrived into that man's family. And that man introduced this woman from Nigeria to his UK white wife as his sister. The woman the man married in the UK is white. Okay? He introduced his wife in Nigeria to the woman in the UK as his sister. And this friend of mine kept quiet. I know why she did that. If she tells on the man that, no, I am his wife and all that, of course the woman in the UK is going to be mad, is going to be angry, and then a lot of process will kick off where he's going to kick the man out, probably send him to prison and all that. And the family of the man back in Nigeria would blame my friend for ruining their son's life. That's what they would never blame their son for ruining his own life. They would blame my friend for ruining their son's life. So that is why that woman kept quiet. But I wouldn't do that. I would not let a man introduce me to another woman as his sister when I am actually his wife, when he's actually the father of my children. The lady kept quiet. And the woman in the UK accepted that, yes, this is my husband's sister, right? I think that family has 4 sons, four or three children. The lady in the UK, the white lady, I think he has about 3 or 4 children for the man. Okay, I've known this story for 4 years. I left that environment about 6 months ago. Now, I don't know if the white lady now has the secret that the woman who lived with us for a few weeks ago and was introduced as my husband's sister is actually my husband's wife. I don't know if she now knows. But like I said, I've known this story for 4 years. The lady, after some time, moved out of the house and got an accommodation outside. She did. But she was introduced as the sister. She kept quiet. I do not like that. I do not like that at all. That is not a good thing to do. That's where I totally blame the girl that you shouldn't have done that. But the man got away with it. Well, for that period, I don't know if they have found out or yet. And if the white lady finds out that my husband's sister is his wife, I don't know how they're going to settle that mess. That is not my problem. That is not my business. But yes, that is an example of the third category of the relationship scam. Okay, in my next video, I'm going to share about the other categories in the relationship scam. So watch out for this channel. I will see you all again in my next video. Bye.